Oh, Bruno, it's quicksand in there. Come on, come out of there. Okay, sit rep. It's absolutely chucking down. Whoa! Oh my God! Yum. Oh my God. Oh Mo. Welcome back everybody to another camping with Tony and Bruno, who's in the truck. We are in the middle of nowhere in the wilderness. Never been to this location before. Found it recently. Got something different planned for tonight. It's kind of mild right now, but we've got some awful weather coming in. I don't know about wind, but lots of rain, maybe snow, but probably just freezing rain. So first things first, let's let Bruno out and get him his treat. Get on, Bruno. Hello. Right, so as usual, Bruno gets his treat first, so let's get that sorted. Bruno, do you want your treat? Oh, Bruno. Got a nice big bone for him here, safe one. A clod bone, pork clod bone. If I can get into it. Oh, hey Bruno, what's this? What's that? What's that? Here. So we've been driving about, I'd say it took us just over 2 hours to get here. There's a few sandflies around, so you might see them walking on the lens. Sandflies are, here in New Zealand, they're sort of equivalent to midges, mosquitoes. Right, let's see if he'll sit pretty. It's been a while. Sit pretty. Perfect, Bruno. Good boy. Come on then. He's still a pup. Okay, so plan is get the truck ready for camping. Now, something different. I do have a tent with me, just for an emergency, but we're not going to use it, I hope. Got another place to sleep. But first of all, let's get the awning sorted, get it out, get under some cover. We've got cooking to do, we've got a fire to prep, all these things before the conditions get really bad. I can see that there's some old dead manuka wood around here. I can get the chainsaw out, chop some up, and then we can put that on the fireplace as well. But first of all, let's get the awning done. Okay, let's get the straps. Okay, next we've got to put the legs down and guy them out. All right, let's get the guy lines. Got my peg bag and some guy lines. I think I've got more than that. Some extras. Right, I'm just going to guy this out and I'll bring you back. Okay, everything's guyed out. Nice and secure. Nothing is going to move this, I think. It's really well anchored. I haven't put the extra poles out. There are more poles you could put here. One here and one at the end, but honestly, it's so solid, I don't think we're going to have any issues. All right. So what we should do now is get the fire pit out. And then we have to get Bruno some water all over. I think he's gone down to the stream to get water for himself. Fireproof gloves. Got my fire lighters, which I might not need because I've got fire gel. Okay, let's get the fire set up. Yeah, let's get Bruno some water. Bruno, do you want some water? Bruno! Come on! He's running around. I don't know where he is. You can probably see him, I can't. Alright, here you go. What's this? Is this your water? No? Okay, so let's get the fire pit set up. It's the Snow Peak fire pit. But I'm not going to be cooking on this tonight. I'm just going to be using it for heat. Heat only. So we want to have it just under the tarp so the rain can't get to it. I'm probably just going to use charcoal in there, not wood. So there won't be big flames, which means it's safe to have under the tarp. Otherwise you should never do that. Alright, so let's get my chair, set that up. That's right, travelling with all the creature comforts. I'm really not into slumming it. Lights on. See what I'm doing. I need a zesty drink as well as a coffee. Okay, how's that? Let's test it. Oh, yes. Oh, and you know what? Before the weather gets bad, I should take you for a little wander and a look around camp. So let's do that next. All right, so we're in a beautiful area. I've got to show, is there access down here? I've got to show you the view from camp. Check this out. Look at that. The valley that I'm in. Hey Bruno, what are you doing? Where are you going? Well, he found a way down there. You having fun? So here's camp. It's all looking good. I've got to get my Starlink set up next. Put that on the roof. Look at the mountains around me. And I'm nestled in this manuka. But come on, look at this view. It's amazing. Oh, here, there's a way down. Come on, Bruno. Show us the way. So I've got a little stream just here, little creek, and you can see the water just flowing over there towards me. Now the wind is quite strong here, and there's the end of the valley, and I've just got this big river and mountains all around. Bruno's gonna love walking around here. Absolutely love it. Wow, just so pretty. Look at this. And he's in, as usual. Bruno loves the water. Loves the water. Bruno, you got a stick stuck to you there. Oh, this wind is quite breezy. It's quite chilly. Where are you going? I might have to put my boots on and cross this and get in the middle there and have a look further down. But I could just see forever. So yeah, this is camp. What I should probably do is find a way across, and then, let me just turn you around. I should probably find a way across and then show you camp from the other side over here. So maybe I should put my boots on and get that done. So let me bring you back. I'm gonna get my boots on and I'll bring you back. Okay, got my boots on, as you can see. What do you think, Bruno? Come on, let's go. Right, we're gonna go and cross this stream and show you what camp looks from the other side. Bruno's going to spend his whole time crisscrossing here anyway. Now, the rocks look a little bit slippery. Come on, Bruno, cross. Yeah, very slippery. There you go, right. Oh, Bruno's going nuts. There's the truck on the other side. Wow, look at that cloud coming in. That's coming straight towards us. Yeah, some nasty weather coming. This is going to be quite bad, I think. The wind down here compared to being up there is amazing. So I'm trying to give you some perspective as to what it looks like here. So I'm in a sort of a sheltered little nook compared to the vastness out here. I'm tucked in there. don't think you can really see. Let's have a look. You see me in there? Just about. What do you think, Bruno? Big weather coming in, huh? Come on. And then on the other side is this massive river. So I'm quite high up the bank, so it's safe. That's very safe up there. That's a good 2.5 meters up. But here's the river. Oh, and there's rain or snow or something happening down the valley there. Look at the cloud, it's unreal. Looks very angry. Go on, Bruno. Let's go and check out this river that I can hear gushing. Wow, look at the color. I think this is all snow melt. This is quite a big river. I wouldn't want to cross this. Hey Bruno, come here, come here. Let me take this out of your tail. Come here, Bruno. Stop, stay still. I've just got to take something out of it. Bruno, stop. Go on then. Go on. There you go. I had to get that stick out of you. Yeah, look at this. Look at the color of the water. It's so beautiful here. And this water is just the color of snowmelt. It's so beautiful. It's aquamarine. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? Let me give you a close-up of it. Look at that. Just how beautiful is that? God, this wind is cold. This wind is cold, Bruno. That's quite a torrent. Almost rapids. Right, that is all coming towards us. And there's camp, tucked in. Where is it? Sort of tucked in there. I think you can see it just about. It's just there. Bruno. Bruno! Come on! Come! Oh, he's having a great time. Right. I think it's time to go back and get a coffee on. Come on, Bruno. It just feels like something's going to happen. As I said, it is forecast. This is why we're here. And I'm not filming this on my phone. So be interested to know what you all think of the footage. I'm filming this on a DJI Pocket 3 gimbal thing. I don't know. It's an all-in-one unit, so I don't have to worry about it. It's got its own little tripod. And the gimbal follows me around smoothly. At least that's what the marketing says. Okay. Cross this river and then let's get a coffee on. Let's go, Bruno, let's cross. Bruno, cross. Come on, cross the river. Go on. Good boy. Let's go. There's some swans up there. Geese or swans? I think they're black swans. Don't know if you can see them. Come on then, Bruno. Let's go. Well, Bruno's going to be a happy boy. He's got lots of places to run around here. Let me know what you think of this spot. If I should explore and come here again. Find other areas around here. We've got a nice little green area here. This would be a nice spot for a family to come and camp. Oh, and I just saw a drop of rain. All right, we've got to finish getting camp set up. I need to get the Starlink set up ASAP. So that's my next job, is getting the Starlink done. Definitely rain incoming. So I keep the Starlink up here with my chainsaw. Nice and neat setup. Okay. Now I've got a power socket on the other side of the truck that I'll plug this into. And the reason I have to do this, I've got no mobile signal, I've got no contact with Anne, my wife. And she's out doing stuff at the moment, so I need to stay in contact as usual. It would be nice to be completely unplugged, but you got to do what you got to do. Okay, so where are we going to do this? I'll plug this in on the other side, and then the router unit itself can go probably under the truck in this box. So we'll set it all up on the other side. Actually, first, let's just plug it in. And then move all this stuff around the other side once I've done that. Now usually I put it on top of the truck, so might as well do that again. Okay. Now I'll just pass this stuff around the other side and set it up there. Okay, so I've just put the box on top, the router's in the box. So I had this fitted by my local electrician. Just a power socket on the outside, so I don't have to keep the trunk open. And that's it, it's on, plugged in. Okay. So we should see the Starlink unit move once it registers. There it goes. And that will find the satellites and then give me a mobile signal, Wi-Fi. Okay, right, so I've got my sleep gear in here. So I've got my table. I've got this Zempire kit pack standard table. So let's set that up. Zempire very kindly sent it to me. It's just a smaller version of the other one I've got, the other bamboo one. It's got a bottle opener on the bottom here. Okay, that's the table set up. We'll move that around the other side. I've got my cooking stuff, which is the cob grill, ready to go. And I've got my charcoal for the fire, so we've got a nice smokeless fire. And all I've got is my spare seat. Things like that, spare fuel for the cob. and other stuff that I'm not going to be using. Okay, let's move this stuff around. Wow, Bruno is making that bone last. Cob grill. My handy dandy table. Right, so I've got loads of options here for seating. I don't want to get wet, obviously, so I probably want to sit over here. So I might actually even move the fire over to the front there and bring all this stuff in. So let's do that. Let's move it all around a bit. Well, it's definitely raining now. I'm going to keep my boots on because they're warmer than wearing shoes. There we go. All right, now we're talking. So what time is it? It's 3 p.m. I've got an idea for dinner, so I need to get the cob grill on and get some prep done for that. I don't need to light the fire just yet. I don't want to run out of fuel. But let's get dinner sorted. Right. I did want to have a coffee first, but you know what I can do is I might just have a zesty drink first. A Sprite Zero. Thanks for coming, everybody. Cheers. Oh, that's refreshing. Oh, that's so refreshing. Put my cup holder on. Here we go. Okay, so what is for dinner? I'm going to need some bits and bobs. So for dinner we've got a couple of massive Wagyu beef short ribs. These things are huge. Look at that. I'm going to slow cook them in the cob. Now I'm doing carnivore diet, so all I'm going to do is probably butter them, salt and pepper, wrap them in foil, and that's it. We're good to go. So let's get on with that. I'll tell you what I do need to do. These sandflies are everywhere, so I need to set up a thermocell. Hold on. Thermocell. Bruno's barking at something. Bruno, what are you barking at? Wow, these sandflies, they're vicious. They're everywhere. Got to remember that about this site. Do not come here without thermocell. In fact, I have two of these with me. I might even have to crank two. Okay, it's lit. Here we go. Right, that'll only take about 5 minutes before it starts working. So what I'll do is I'm just going to wait for that to start and then I'll bring you back. Okay, so the thermocell has started doing its thing. Right, got my meat. What I need to do is season it. Got my foil to wrap it in. Alright, so we need salt and pepper. Which we've got here, and a knife to cut this with. Oh, and I need mustard and butter. Haha! Right. So if you can hear a fan noise, that's my inverter up here. Just cooling itself down. Oh, this knife is super sharp. Okay. So I have all manner of things here. I have wet wipes, of course. To use after I handle this meat. And just before I use the meat. Touch the meat, I mean. Okay. Rubbish bag. Okay, the thermocell is really doing its thing. Okay, we need to turn the meat over. Now, you can't see him, but he is right here. Bruno is right here. His nose is just below my hand, just out of frame, because he can smell the meat. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna salt it. Pepper it. Once, actually, the butter will go on top. Put some mustard on it. Coleman's English mustard. Very hot stuff. And because I'm doing carnivore diet, I'm not having anything else with this. It's just meat for dinner. But it's got everything I need because I'm on the carnivore diet. Okay. So now we need to wrap this in foil. I get asked about what fridge this is. It's just a, I don't know, a Dometic something. Camping fridge, I guess. Caravan fridge, I'm not sure. Right, now how are we going to do this? So this needs to be wrapped pretty tight. Ah. Am I the only one that struggles with foil? Okay, so we're going to be putting it bone side down. So I've just got to remember which way up, but I can feel it anyway. So I'm going to have to wrap this 2 ways. This is going to be delicious, trust me. I might not be doing it much justice now, but it will. Okay, so it's going to be going in that side up like that, because this is the soft squidgy bit and that's the bone underneath. Yep. Oh, I didn't put the butter in. Oh no, what an idiot. Oh, I wonder if Gordon Ramsay ever cocks up like this. Probably not. Okay, for the butter we've got Lewis Road Creamery butter. This stuff is delicious. Now the butter can go in any way, it doesn't make any difference because it's all going to seep down in between the meat anyway. Cook it nicely. Lashings of butter, there we go. There we go, right. Right, let's try that again. Okay. Now some people don't cook it in foil, but then I think that just dries it out. Okay. I mean, how easy was that? This carnivore diet thing is awesome. Just need a whole bunch of meat and that's it. But I've never done short ribs on here before, so this is going to be a first. Okay, so now we've got to get the Cobb grill ready. Oh, hold on. And then it will be time to put coffee on. Alright, let's get the Cobb grill done. Right, so if you haven't seen one of my previous videos with the Cobb grill, this thing is incredible. And I've just bought some extra things for it as well. Bruno, out of it. Out. So I guess the concept is it's a mini barbecue. But hopefully with a lot less hassle. And it all lights a lot quicker. Okay, so we need this on a stable platform, there we go. Right, so what we've got to do is put this cube in. Hello, Bruno. You don't want this, honestly you don't. You've got a wet mouth, haven't you? So it can't, you can buy these what are they called? Cobblestones, I think? It's like charcoal. You light that. Now the smoke from this is quite obnoxious at the beginning, so just bear that in mind when you're doing this. Actually, I think, oh, there you go. Right, so you light from underneath apparently, which is where I've been getting this wrong before. And apparently that's all you do. You sit it there like that. Bruno, out of it. Bruno, no. And then it should take about 5 minutes and you're waiting for it to completely ash up. And then it's good to go. You put everything in. So I'll bring you back when this is ashed up and it's ready to go. Hello. Hello, my lovely. So I'll bring you back. Okay, welcome back everybody. Right, time to put the meat on. So actually, the cob, it's a bugger to light these cobblestones. So what I did was I just squirted a tiny bit of fire lighting gel underneath it, and then it took straight away. Hello. Okay, it's because I keep saying the word dinner and it's triggering him. Right, so what you do is you put the stand in, and then we put the rack, which fits in there like that. Okay, It'll be funny if these are too big to go in here. I didn't actually check that. I think they just fit there. Okay, lid on. And then I set it to half. And that's it. There's nothing else I need to do. It's just going to slow cook in there. I don't have to touch it at all. And then in about 2.5 hours, 3 hours, it should be good to go. That's right. And then we'll have our dinner together, won't we? So I'm just going to sit here and chill. And yes, you're wondering, where's my tent? As I said, no tent this time. Got something else up my sleeve. Should make packing down so much quicker. All right, everyone. You know what I need to do? Actually, I need to light this fire at some point. And I need to get a coffee on. So what do I do first? I want a coffee. I want coffee. So let's do that. So I've got 30 litres of water in this tank. Plenty for a few days. Right. Coffee. Coffee cup. And somewhere I've got some coffee bags. Here we go. Jed's coffee bags. Haven't had these for a long time. Lovely. Oh, they smell good. So the fan comes on, that's what you can hear when it's trying to cool down or if you're doing a massive draw. So this is an 1800 watt kettle. It's a pretty big draw. It's like one of the biggest, most powerful kettles you'll find. So yeah, it's plugged into this inverter, which is plugged into 3 massive lithium batteries. So it's 300 amp hour and a 3000 watt inverter. Covers everything. I'm sorted. I've got a solar panel on the roof that's charging it all the time as well. You see the second I turn it off, the inverter starts slowing down and cooling down, switching off. There we go. Now I've actually got proper cutlery here, so I don't know why I'm using my mini cutlery. This pull-out sliding drawer is just amazing. It's a game changer for me. Never had anything like it before. All my car camps used to be, just such a mess. But now, so I keep lots of spares and spare drinks and MREs and all sorts. But I'm on the carnivore diet at the moment, so I can't even have hot chocolate. I'm only going to do this for a month because it's already getting on my nerves. But I'm determined to see it through. Let's try not to spill my coffee. Okay, great success. These coffee bags are great, so convenient. Hey Bruno. He's having so much fun, he doesn't know what to do with himself. He's got a deer bone, he's chasing bees, he's gonna get stung. Coffee to go. Whoa. Wind picking up. Okay. I think I need to tighten the poles up. I definitely need to tighten them up. Okay, that's better. All that means though is that the rain is going to flow that way. That's not such a bad thing. That'll be okay. It's better than it flowing in front and then blowing into me. We might be able to light this fire now, to be honest. Temperature's really dropping fast. So let's light the fire. Okay, so for this, we need a knife. Actually, no we don't. I'll just burn the end off. I hate these things. I've said this so many times. They're just a nightmare to me. I don't know why. Oh, hang on. Might have got it. Oh, I've got it! Hey! Live! On Saturday night! Tony actually did it. Alright, that works. Okay. Right, charcoal. So the reason I use charcoal and not wood is no smoke. Smoke is so irritating. And it can absolutely ruin your camp. Leave it, Bruno. You don't want this stuff. Okay, so we take our gel, we squidge some in. Let's see. Where did that go? This fire lighting gel, Squirt and Light by Samba. It's great stuff. Okay. Bruno, out of there. Wow, this wind is really picking up. Ah, awesome. This is going to be great. And this is smoking, I can see. It's cranking. Might just turn it down a bit more. There we go. What more can I want? Got my coffee, got a hot fire. The thermocel's doing a great job. The sandflies are disappearing. And when it gets really cold tonight, there won't be any sandflies around at all. So this is charcoal, not artificial charcoal. This is lump wood charcoal, real natural charcoal, which is why it's in the shape of sticks, all burnt up. So this is much purer than those nugget briquette things that you buy in the supermarket or whatever that are for barbecues. Those things are rubbish. Get this stuff. Burns hotter, burns longer, burns nicer, and it lights much easier as well. All right, everyone, so I've got my coffee, I've got the fire on, got my food cooking in the oven. I'll bring you back later if something happens. But for now, I'm just going to chill. Thanks for coming, everyone. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Temperature is really dropping fast. And I've got jeans on. Jeans are just the worst. So I'm going to put my waterproof pants on. Did you like that drone footage? So these are what I use all the time. I don't use any other type. These are Hunter's Element Obsidian over trousers. So they've got zips that go right up inside, so you don't need to take your shoes or boots off, and they just go on over anything you're wearing. So if you've got shorts on, jeans on, it doesn't matter. If you're going outside into a storm or rainy conditions, they're so convenient. And it is literally that easy. And the reason I'm putting these on is it's a complete and utter wind block. And I've tried others. So you zip them up, button them up at the back, there, on the side. Look at that, all sealed. Same on the other side. Yeah, I've tried others, and they're either not as durable or not as waterproof. These are the best that I've tried. The lightest, most convenient. Take these everywhere, all my camps. There we go. You've got one hip pocket here. And by the way, they didn't pay me to say this, I bought these myself. And then you've got a draw cord. And I'll tell you the difference immediately, because jeans are useless in the cold, absolutely useless. And then if you want to vent, if you're getting a bit too hot, you can zip down from there. See? Easy. But I think we'll keep these sealed. And then it is getting cold, so I think it's time to get the down puffer jacket on. Oh, maybe put the beanie on, because as I say, temperature's dropping. Oh, whew, my ears were really cold. And I've got a 750 or 800 loft. I can't remember what this is called. It's a MacPac Ember. Yeah, it is Grey Goose down, 90% minimum down, and its fill weight is 322 grams. This thing is so warm, and it's got waterproof shoulders and top of the back. Does come with a hood. I hate hoods, absolutely hate hoods. This thing, oh, and I don't even think they sell it anymore, MacPac. I don't know why. Crazy. Ember. I mean, I use a lot of different down jackets depending on the situation. I've got the Stella jackets that I use a lot, which I really like. But I just like this. I do like this, and I always feel warm in this thing. And I've used this thing now for a couple of years. Actually, what, 3 years? It's always kept me warm. I have got gloves with me. Somewhere, but I don't think I'll need them, to be honest. I've got a full change of clothes in the back here. I've got my bedding for later. Yeah, I've got everything I need. This is handy, isn't it? So I'm completely covered, and having this back door, most of these things don't come with a door on the back like this. Most of the people that have these built has solid on the back, so they can put a spare wheel and stuff like that. I can't be bothered with a spare wheel. I've got a puncture repair kit with me for heavy duty off-road wheels. If I want to use a spare wheel, I've got a new thing that fits in here, and it's a swing arm, and you put the wheel on that. Hello, Bruno. He's been exploring. Oh, you're wet. You've been in the river. You know what? There's a whole load of area to explore. So while we're waiting for all of our dinner and everything else, let's go and check out the rest of this area and just see what it's like. Okay, so usually I wouldn't leave a fire unattended, but it's charcoal. Nothing's going to happen. It's far enough away from camp. I'm cooking over there. It's all good. So let's go and check out the rest of this area. We're next to this little grove of manuka, so let's check that out. Let's see what's in here. Come on, Bruno. This is where. So it looks like a trail of some sort. Oh, and there's a tiny little brook running through here. Very clean, pure water. Lovely. Bruno's been in here already, I can tell. So this is manuka. So you've heard of manuka honey? That's what this is. This is all manuka. And the leaves of the manuka tree are kind of prickly. Actually, this is kanuka, the softer version. And smells absolutely delicious. Like menthol. It's difficult to explain, but sort of a mix between eucalyptus and menthol. Okay. So that little brook runs all the way through here. Wow, the temperature has dropped. Oh my God, I can't believe how much it's dropped. Wow, this is a big area. Oh, come on, how beautiful is this? Hey, Bruno. So this is like an animal trail, I think. I know there's a lot of deer around here. I have to excuse the wind. It's very windy down here. But I just thought I'd explore a bit and see what else is here. Because you could also do a wild camp around here. Park up, and walk off and go and do a wild camp further along. Without all of the trappings of the truck. Oh, it really opens up. Stunning. Oh, the weather, just the clouds, everything looks so moody. And there's a creek here. So, I don't know if I mentioned, this is New Zealand. and we're in November. So we're still in spring here. Summer starts in December. It's reversed to the northern hemisphere. Big mountains up there, big mountains. Massive creek bed here that isn't really flowing much. It's flowing a little bit on the other side, but I can imagine this is carnage after a massive storm. We've got a few ford crossings to do to get out of here, but nothing too deep. So much area for Bruno to play in. The sound of the bellbirds. And when you tuck right into this manuka, the wind completely stops. It's lovely. This is a beautiful spot. This really is a beautiful spot. Maybe one of the most beautiful spots I've ever camped in, especially car camping. Ooh, getting hot now. This down jacket, so warm. That's the other thing is if you get cold, just start moving. You'll soon warm up. Oh, Bruno's gone up into a little... Where have you gone, Bruno? It's gone into the manuka here. Hey? Oh, come on, look at it in here. This is definitely like Lord of the Rings in here. And some of it was filmed around here. So there's camp just there, behind those trees. We're in some sort of little manuka grove here. God knows what we're going to find in here, because I think it's quite a little popular camping spot here. Lots of nooks and crannies, and there's beech trees in the distance. Spooky woods. A lot of people would not want to camp in a place like this at night time. All these woods, very creepy. Oh yeah. So now we're transitioning from manuka, which is what all that is. All of that is manuka. And we're transitioning instantly to ancient beech forest. Look at this tree. So if you've seen Lord of the Rings, all the trees in that were beech trees, because it was all filmed in New Zealand. And everywhere on the South Island are these beech trees. Oh, it's beautiful in here. I don't know that I'd want to wild camp in here. Not with these massive trees here. There's a lot of limbs that could fall down in high wind and land on you. That bird that you can hear, those birds singing, are bellbirds. A beautiful song. Come on, Bruno. Come on. Come on. Let's go and have a look at the rest of the campsite that I've come to. I'm glad I've got my waterproof trousers and boots on now. Stop stuff going in your feet. Ah, we've got to cross this little brook. Oh, Bruno, it's quicksand in there. Come on, come out of there. Come on. Oh, look at the mud. It's like quicksand. Got to find another way across, Bruno. He went in there. He went in there and immediately went and just sank. So I need to find another way to get across. Oh, it looks a bit better here. Yeah, let's cross here. Come on then, let's cross. Go on, cross. Go on. Oh yeah, that was quicksand. Quicksand. Bruno. He's got the zoomies. He's got the zoomies. Come on, go, go. He is just such a funny puppy. Okay, so where are we now? We're back. There's camp. Look at my backdrop. I'm so happy. Can't explain it. What's in here? Oh, it looks like there's another little secret campsite in here. Oh, well, well. There is. Wow, this is even more sheltered than where I am. So where am I? I'm just through there, but I'm right by the river, so I'm looking at the river. I want a view. I like a view. Oh, this is beautiful as well. Lovely. Wow, what tree is that? I have no idea. Oh, fire pit. Must be a popular spot. Actually, I guess you could park up in here and you do see some of the river. But I don't like this feeling closed in, surrounded by all these trees. I like the openness of where I am. But this is a nice sheltered spot in here, I have to say. Yeah, I like it. And you can drive all the way in here if you've got the right truck, the right vehicle. I mean, there's more clearings. It's everywhere. So who thinks I should come back here and camp in some of these other spots? Oh, there's a massive clearing here. You know what? There'll be deer here tonight, probably. This is quite a big clearing. Yeah. Just in heaven. Okay, let's go back into the creepy woods. Get back to camp. Might put another coffee on. Or I might actually even have a little whiskey. Actually, no, what have I got with me? I've got rum. Eldorado rum, 15-year-old. Get Bruno behind me. He's having such a great time. Come on, Bruno. Yeah, I've got some rum. So maybe a swig of rum. Because dinner's going to be ages. I'm quite happy chilling. You see, look at my view in comparison being in there. Yes, I've got these trees right here, but I can see out both ways. So when I'm sitting down, I can actually see right across there perfectly. And from, I can see your breath, Bruno. It's that cold. And from here, where my seat is, I'm looking straight out across the river. This just feels like a nicer spot. Feels more open. Less shielded, yes. But I just like the view. Okay, everyone. Well, it's starting to rain again. I'll bring you back. Maybe for dinner. Actually, let's just have a swig of whiskey first. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, that's nice in front of that fire. All right. Not whiskey, rum. I keep saying whiskey, don't I? Okay. Here we go. Got my rum. Wow, in front of this fire, it's absolutely cooking. Oops. I think I just locked the car. Hold on. Okay. I can smell the ribs. Oh. Oh wow, this is so hot now, so hot. Right, El Dorado, 15-year-old rum, sitting here looking out at this beautiful view. Oh, the river, this little stream. Hello puppy. Cheers everybody, cheers. Oh wow. Oh yes. Woo! That was good. In a carnivore diet, you're not meant to have alcohol. In fact, you're not even meant to have coffee. But there's no way I'm giving that. I'm not giving up spirits. I like them too much. I'm definitely not giving up coffee. I like it too much. So, it's not a fully strict carnivore diet. It's a partial one. Man, this fire is so hot. That's crazy. And if you're wondering why I didn't cook on this, it's just because it's so hot, too hot. Whereas this thing I can control, I can regulate by turning the knob at the top. So, much more control with that. So I'm going to do all my cooking on there, I think. Yeah, I might even do my breakfast on there as well. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Right, everyone. It's now almost 5 o'clock. It's quite light. It's going to be light until 8, I think, or so, because it's spring. So we'll probably still be daylight when we have our dinner. But I'll wait till it's dark, probably, or just about to get dark before I do cigar time tonight. And then we've got to sort out our bedding and where we're going to sleep. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. All right, everyone. Bring you back later. Okay, sit rep. It's absolutely chucking down. I only turned the camera off about 5 minutes ago, and it is completely chucking down. So the fire is directly under the rain, and because the rain seems to be blowing in from the front, so I just need to move it because ash is going everywhere because of it. That's better. Okay. Oh, that's better. And then let's move the cob grill away from the rain. So when rain hits fire like this, ash just goes everywhere. So even though it's chucking down, I'm dry at the back here, but it's just coming in at the front where I had the fire. Now it's okay. Whew. That was quick. Suddenly just started raining. And the fire. The weather's really starting to come in now. But it's amazing. I can smell the short rib, it smells beautiful. I've got my fire, I'm so warm next to this thing. Honestly, it just doesn't get much better. Okay, sit rep. Oh, let me turn the camera around so I can see what you can see. Okay, so here's the situation. It's absolutely chucking down and I'm pooling right here. Quite a lot of rain, it's getting quite heavy now. So what I need to do is attach a guide point to here, pull this down hard and peg it down. So I need one guy line and I need a peg and I need to grab that down and so all that water can drain off. All the other areas are draining off nicely. It's just in front of me. It should be doing this, where all this water is coming from, but it's not. So let's get a peg and a guy. The rest of it is doing really well. Right, let's peg this down. Oh, it's really pooling quite deep now. Right, so the plan is as soon as I do this, you should see a whole load of water suddenly fall down here. There you go. That's working. Whoa! I told you there was a lot of water up there. Wow, it's absolutely chucking down. Okay, all good. Well, let's hope we don't have to do that again somewhere. But the rest of it is dry. I'm dry. Woo! I'm going to move the fire around to the other side. A bit more protection. Oh my God, it's chucking down. I think soon we're going to be in a puddle. But I'm warm and I'm dry. Oh my God. This is a lot of rain. I think we need to get more coals on the fire. Woo! Absolutely chucking down. And when the fire dies down like it has now, and I've covered it with coals, I can suddenly feel how cold it is. It's easily single digits. But it's okay, there's no more pooling. It's all draining away where it needs to. I don't think we'll get snow. But if we do, then I've got to work out what to do about the tarp. I might have to add the extra poles. But right now we're good. I need another drink. It's so loud, the rain. Cheers. This fire is so hot. It gets cranking so quickly once you put charcoal on. It's beautiful. And again, no smoke. So it doesn't matter where I sit around it, I'm not getting blasted with smoke. Just lovely heat. And that, boy, is that hot. He's steaming from the heat. So we've got a lot of rain due. Actually, the tarp is steaming as well. Yeah, we got a lot of rain coming in, I think. Again, might be snow, I just don't know. Alright everyone, bring you back for dinner. Ooh, okay, welcome back everybody. Right, I think it's time to put a bit more charcoal on. I've just bought some of these dry bits of manuka in to dry them out and maybe use them tomorrow in the morning, we'll see. And I think it's time for our dinner. I know that Bruno is desperate for his. Okay, so while that's heating, let's get Bruno's dinner sorted, and then I can have mine. Bruno, do you want your dinner? Want your dinner? Okay. We'll get all of our dinner in a minute. Right, now Bruno's on a different, he's on a new dog food. This is Ziwi, I think it's called. And it's pure. This is pure lamb. No fillers, nothing. Here comes the rain again. So let's give him his in the dry, out the way. Bruno, come round. Sit. Sit. I don't know if you can see him, but hang on, I'll turn the camera around. Wait. Go on then. Okay, is that better? Can you see him? Right, we need our dinner as well. Oh. Okay. Ours is very simple. Not much to it. It's going to be in here. Maybe with lots of juices. Yes. hot. Oh, I'm excited for my dinner. Oh, there's a lot of juice. Oh, the smell is just incredible. Oh my God. I can't explain just what this smells like. That's amazing. Let me just burn off the residue that's on here. Oh, it's steaming away. It doesn't need seasoning. Ah, that's hot. Wow. Wow. Look at this. I'm going to get wet coming out to show you, but look. Two beautiful Wagyu beef short ribs, slathered in butter, mustard, salt and pepper. Yum. Oh man, I'm so excited to eat this. My mouth is watering. Wow, this rain is really coming down. And I know the weird thing is, I always say I wish I had a table. And I've got one that I could actually eat on now, because this does lift as well. But I want to sit in front of the fire and eat and make a mess. So this should just fall off. Oh, it is just falling off the bone. Oh, I can't wait. I'm so hungry. Oh my, that is superb. Wow. I think I could give Bruno a little bit of this from the inside. I'll save it for him. Whoa. It's way too hot for him to eat at the moment. Oh, bon appetit everybody, bon appetit. Mmm. Got to try this slow cooked Wagyu short rib. I've got everything I need. Let me move you so you can see the view. Is that better? Can you see out there now? Just wow. Tell you what I miss. I miss roast potatoes. Yeah. You can't see him sitting over here. He's waiting for a piece. Mmm. This is so delicious. The Cobb grill just makes it so easy. I mean, I didn't do anything, I just left it on there for a few hours. Wow. If I wasn't on a carnivore diet, I could have barbecue sauce with this. And that would be next level, barbecue sauce. The carnivore diet, there's no sugar. All right, everyone, I'm gonna eat this. I'll bring you back later for cigar time. Actually, I'm going to put a little bit in this bowl. Wait, Bruno, it's too hot. Just wait. Sit. Sit. Go on then. Welcome back, everybody. Okay, it's almost cigar time. It's just starting to get dark now. I've got the massive lights on, but I want to switch them out for some nicer looking lamps. So I've got a couple of new lamps, which should look a bit nicer. I just got them on Amazon. They're quite cool, quite funky. And they've got some tricks, like they can pull all the way up and then give you a floodlight like that on your stand, or just have them down low like that. I think they're quite nice. And I've got this thing from Lucy. It's some sort of, I don't know why I bought this. It's a lamp, it's a, what do you call them? String light. So you hook it on to itself around something and then you just hang it. So let's try. The only thing is, you've got to unravel the entire thing. But we will try. Okay. I don't even know if this thing's waterproof. I'm assuming it is. I'll be honest, it's a bit of a faff. Alright, let's see what this is. So you've got to unravel the entire thing, which seems a bit stupid to me because there's a ton of it. Oh my god. Why did I bother with this? I don't know if I can be bothered to do this. It's huge. She said. And it won't work until you unravel the whole thing and plug it in. What the hell am I going to do with all of this? Okay, I didn't think this through properly. I didn't think it would be this massive. Oh my god, there's just so much of it. It's ridiculous. Look at this. It goes on and on and on. And you can't plug it in until you've unraveled the entire thing. Wow. Okay. So far I'm not a fan of this. Let's see what it looks like. Right, so let's turn this on. Okay, so we've got a huge load of string light now that I have no idea what to do with. Ugh. I'm going to have to hook them on. Oh my god, why did I do this? What was I thinking? This is enormous. Alright. This might be one of my more stupid purchases. My god. I've done it and it's so ugly. Bruno, on your bed, come on. Now I've got him tied up because he's just running everywhere. And he's an absolute nightmare and I can't lose him. There's too many places he could get in a lot of trouble around here. And I'd never be able to find him. So because he's still a puppy, he's got to stay on the lead. Okay, well, yeah, I guess it's better than nothing. Right, now these ones, I might actually extend them. All right. So, moment of truth, let's turn the light off and see how it looks. Is that better? Looks like a nice glow. Okay. I think that kind of works. Right. I've got to look at the camera now to see how it looks. Okay. We've sorted that. I've got the lights either side of me. Quite bright though. Might have to turn those down a bit. There we go. I think that's a bit better. Hello, Bruno. Okay, how's that? Bruno's got his bed here. Come on, Bruno, on your bed. You gonna lie on your bed? Nope. Oh, he is. Good boy. Right. Cigar time. So I've got my brandy. Oh, excuse me, I've got to sort out this stupid microphone. There. How's that? Can you all hear me? I can't even see myself on the screen. I'm assuming you can see me. Right. What have we got? We've got something special. Oh yes, we've got a Cohiba Robusto. This is legit. Beautiful Cohiba. Oh, I love Cohiba. But they're so expensive, it's insane. Oh man. I am so looking forward to this. So it's been just non-stop raining. There's been some chucking down moments, which, you know, it's great. And the temperature has plummeted, and I've just used the last of the charcoal. But that's okay, because this charcoal will last me now till bedtime. I know it looks light outside, but there's a couple of reasons for that. It's spring, so it is still a bit light. And also, this camera is amazing at night and at dusk. And the lens is a f1.8. It just magnifies any light that there is. It's incredible. So it looks like daylight to you, broad daylight, but it isn't. It's actually starting to get dark now. Okay, moment of truth. Cohiba Robusto. Yum. Very nice. Okay, now one thing is, I am burning up. Oh my God. Oh Mo. This stuck on. The flame stuck on. Did you see that there? I don't even know if it picked it up, but it started. It started. Oh, that's thunder. It started igniting my case for my cigar. Wow. God. That was close. It's a good job this is so rugged. It's burnt the table. Oh my God. It didn't turn off. Well, it wouldn't be my channel. See, Cohiba. It wouldn't be my channel if something like that didn't happen or something didn't try and burn down. It's a good job I went to turn around to take my hat off. And you know what? Excuse me, I'm going to have to do something here. I'm going to have to take the microphone off because I am burning up. It's so hot in front of this fire and I'm not feeling any breeze at all. Now, I hope you can still hear me. If I was just wearing jeans, I'd probably feel cold. But because I'm wearing these over trousers, I feel really good. Feel really warm. Whoa. Amazing what a difference they make. Right, El Dorado rum. Cheers everybody. Welcome to Cigar Time. Okay, so sit rep. there's a slight swirl of breeze coming in. And what that means is that the wispy light rain is coming in. So I'd rather it was just heavy and came straight down and no wind. But it's just because the breeze is right up there in the trees. But down here, I'm quite sheltered. All right, cigar time. So, okay. So what do we got? Okay, first of all, the usual thank yous to everybody for watching, liking, subscribing to the channel, for all the wonderful comments. And thank you to everyone who supports the channel financially, so we can buy all these things, have all these treats, get special treats for Bruno, which he gets a lot of, believe me. And, you know, I just appreciate it. I really do. It just means the world. It's the only thing I do is this, so it's really nice that people feel it's worth contributing for. And so thank you to everyone on Buy Me a Coffee who's bought us treats on there, all our members on Buy Me a Coffee, all our YouTube members who get advanced release of the videos because that's where I store them, and all the super thanks on YouTube, and everyone who, hello my lovely, it's all right, everyone who's bought merch, the merch, and everyone on Patreon. And just thank you to everyone that's contributed. It means so much to us, doesn't it, Bruno? Yes, it does. You love your extra treats. So, what am I going to talk about? Oh, also, don't forget the AB Camping Plus channel, which is where I just put shorter stuff on. I haven't done that much, to be honest, but it is where I will eventually live stream. But it's just another channel. You know, don't read anything into it. If you want to go to it and subscribe, then you'll get notifications when I do a live stream. He loves cigars. I don't know why, but he loves cigars. He gets as close as possible once I light up a cigar. He's got a very peculiar taste. And I've tied him up, as I said, because I just can't afford to lose him. There's a serious amount of rain falling off this tarp. I can't afford to lose him. This is vast around here with so many trees that even if I put the light on him, if he got stuck somewhere or something happened to him, there's no way I could find him around here. This is thousands of acres, and I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to risk it. Anyone who saw, I can't remember what the channel is, the guy, Primal Outdoors, something like that. And he had a beautiful golden retriever called Daisy, and he lost her. She wandered off to die, probably. She was very old, but still, he would have wanted to be there with her, I'm sure. And they even had a search party. He sent a message out to all his subs saying, please come and help me search for her. They searched for 3 days. And she'd just wandered off when he wasn't looking, when he was chopping wood, and she walked off into the woods, and that was it. He never saw her again. Oh, heartbreaking. I felt for the guy. If I'd been there when he sent that message out, I would have been there in a heartbeat to help. It's just horrible. The thought of losing your pet, your companion that you love the most in those circumstances is just terrible. And not knowing. And then knowing that the pet died alone. Oh, it's horrible. Anyway, that's why he's tied up. So I don't want to hear any, I can't watch, he's tied up, blah, 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 blah. I'm not losing my dog because someone out there doesn't like the fact that I've tied him up. It's not going to happen. He's too important to me. So, I don't know if I mentioned, I've got to leave pretty early tomorrow because I've got to go back into town and have my ankle appointment with the surgeon because he's got the MRI results and he's going to tell me what's what. So I find out tomorrow, hopefully finally, what the hell is going on with my ankle, why it's playing up so much, where the pain is coming from, and how to fix it. I'm really hoping it's not surgery, but you just never know. You never know. And then the next day, so a while ago, you can't see it, but in here, I cracked a tooth. cracked a tooth, and it was so bad, so badly cracked, that when I went into the dentist to say, oh look, I've cracked my tooth, he did the scan, did the x-ray, and said, we've got to take the whole thing out right now. It's gone. Can't be repaired. It's cracked right down through to the root. So he removed the tooth, just yanked it out, and it took ages. He had to break it into 3 pieces to yank it out. Oh my God. He's just tugging and tugging on it. Oh God. I mean, I didn't feel a thing, but it was horrible, but just because I knew what he was doing with the pliers. Good boy. He's settled. He's all right. He's been running around like you cannot imagine. He's exhausted. I guarantee tonight at bedtime, he will pass out. I don't think I've ever seen him run around this much. Maybe in the snow. You probably can't see it, but you can hear it. So much rain coming off this tarp in waves. Now you'll notice I've put the external microphone, the wireless microphone on. This is the first time I've used it, this new one. This is the Rode Pro, it's called. Wireless Pro. And I used to use the DJI mic, but in my last snow video, which I'm sure a lot of you saw, the mic packed up. I can't have that. I can't have that. So I'm trying something else, trying something different here. And I've got 2 mics running. I've got one above the camera so you can hear the rain, and one here so you can hear me. I don't know how this is going to come out. Fingers crossed it comes out okay. So yeah, got to go on Tuesday. It's been 6 months, and he's going to check to see if I can have the implant, which means drilling in to the jawbone, into the skull, to put a new tooth in, I think. So fingers crossed for that as well. God, it just all happens, doesn't it? And then, at the weekend, my truck goes in to get its final certification because of all the modifications done to it. It's been months trying to sort this thing out. What a nightmare that's been as well. Right, so one thing I wanted to talk about. Camping gear and the cost of camping gear. Now, I don't know about you, but prices have skyrocketed, or it seems to me that prices have skyrocketed. And the high quality equipment that I use is now out of reach for most people. But here's the thing, I don't want to use the cheapo stuff. Do you know how many channels are out there that feature nature hike tents or 3FUL tents? Or just these all random cheap Chinese tents. They're everywhere. Everyone does it. Everyone's testing them. So you don't need to see me camping in them. I've got one nature hike tent, or 2. A massive one that you could fit another tent in, and then a smaller one that's on an elevated bed. And even then, it's okay. If Hilleberg did one, I'd probably get that. So the stuff I buy, Hilleberg and things like that, they are expensive, and I know they're out of reach for most people. I'm sorry, it's just, I don't want to use the cheap stuff. I really don't. I like using premium. I don't know if you can hear that. There's so much rain. I like using the premium stuff, and that's what I want to use. I do get the odd complaint that it's just too expensive and blah, 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 and can't, you know, you shouldn't be hunting that stuff, but it's just what I like to use. It's turning into a lake here, just near where Bruno's bed is. But he's happy under the truck. He's completely dry under there, and he's using the logs as a rest. And it's a massive space under there. You can see he can stand up properly under the truck. It's lifted a lot, and there's no spare wheel under there anymore. So he's got his own little tent under there. Yeah, so I won't be using cheap stuff. I'm sorry. I know a couple of people have commented, but I just can't bring myself to do it. I like using premium gear. Premium gear works. Most of the time, premium gear is good. Oh, Elon Musk. I don't know what's going on with him. He's so distracted by Twitter and X. It just seems to be all he cares about now. SpaceX and Tesla get a teeny tiny mention in his day, tiny. But the rest is just about fighting for rights and freedom and blah, 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 and X. It's starting to wear me down a bit. I just starting to find it a bit annoying. I wish he would just focus on just being an entrepreneur and building great products. Why do all these billionaires go off and go nuts on politics? Bill Gates has done that as well, and I don't get it. I guess Jeff Bezos doesn't, does he? Although he bought the Washington Post. So I guess he does. Now, I felt a little spray of water there, but I don't know where it's come from. I think it's actually just the splashes. There's so much rain, so much rain. No amount of awning or tarps would stop this amount of rain, it just wouldn't. Yeah, so I saw him on Joe Rogan, long interview. Just rambling. So much of it was incoherent, and I don't even think he knew what he was talking about at some points. Banging on about AI and then talking about how Twitter used to be, and okay, fine, but just move on. You've bought it, you've put a CEO in place, move on. Concentrate on Tesla, concentrate on SpaceX. He's spending way too much time focusing on politics and X and Twitter, whatever you want to call it. And there's got to be some genius there that can be directed to creating products, consumer items, or whatever. His original goal was to save the planet from fossil fuels. What's happened to that? He never talks about Tesla now. It's very rare. And when he was on his conference call at the Tesla results, it was embarrassing. It was really embarrassing. Like he didn't know what was going on with the company. Embarrassing. So come on, just get Cybertruck out, get some new cars out. Come on. And SpaceX seems to be managing itself. I don't know what his day-to-day input is on SpaceX. But anyway, I just wish he'd focus properly and stop being such a goofball on Joe Rogan and start focusing on his businesses. That's just and I'm a shareholder of Tesla, so I really want him to focus on it. Now here's a question, and this has been really bugging me for some time. I'd say for a year now. I have wanted, definitely a year, I have wanted a small, cheap 4x4 camper van, motorhome thing. Something cute, something small that I can tour around and just rock up and do a road trip in and not have things to put away all the time, to pack up all the time. Maybe a simple awning outside that slides back in, a cassette awning, so I can sit outside, because I love to sit outside, have my fire outside, and that's it. Now, I have that with this, but when conditions are really foul and you're out all day, or if it's a multi-day trip, if I'm driving a long way and it's multi-day, I'm not filming that day, then I want to chill out inside, watch a movie, stuff like that, and not have to sit outside, especially if it's horrible windy conditions. And have a decent bed so I can have a decent night's sleep. So I was thinking something along the lines of, actually, you know what? Mav has a camper van he calls Steve. That sort of thing. Now, I don't know if Steve is four-wheel drive. I don't know. I want four-wheel drive just because of where I go. South Island of New Zealand, some really dodgy roads, hills, mountains, tracks that you need four-wheel drive for. But I want something you can stand up in properly and is a proper camper van, not a converted SUV, not a converted Land Rover or something. A purpose-built camper van. They're probably not that good looking, they're probably pretty ugly, but just something I can tour around in. Is that something that people would be interested in watching? if I did a road trip with Bruno, maybe with Anne, for a few days, going to different locations in New Zealand, exploring, camping in the camper van, having a barbecue, sitting out, cooking, blah, 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 but sleeping back in the camper van. If that's something people would be interested in, please, please comment. Please comment. I want to know if that's something that people want to see. Because it's an investment buying a small camper van, and I'm not going to do it unless I think people want to see the content. I've spent a lot of money upgrading this to be an ultimate tourer, not camper van, but that can go anywhere, do anything, and gives me options. It really is a lake down here now. But I want something I can stand up in, as I said. Maybe even take a shower in, I don't know. But nothing too expensive, nothing expensive in fact. Nothing that massive. It needs to be small and compact, and definitely nothing new. I think the new vans out there are just, they have no character at all. You just look like another tourist who's rented a camper van. I want something personal, that's quirky, maybe Japanese, whatever, easy maintenance. I'd rather it was automatic, but I don't mind if it's manual. But four-wheel drive definitely. Is that something people would be interested in, would watch? Let me know. Please comment, please. Because if you don't, then comment. If you do, then comment. I need to know. Thank you. This brings me on to the next thing, which is well, I'll start with this one first. I did a sponsored video for BetterHelp. It's a online therapy company. And I think they're awesome, what they do and how technology has helped people get therapy with anonymity, no one else knowing. They don't have to traipse anywhere, they can just do it online. They got me thinking about therapy a lot. And how do I stay sane and focused as well? And do you know what? Doing this, talking to the camera. And that's made me think, oh, I know where the splash is coming from. I'm just feeling a little spackle. It's because it's coming from the back here. Just because I've got that rear door open, but I can't be able to close it. So, filming is therapeutic. Talking to the camera. Now, I have an audience. I have a very big audience. 207,000 subscribers. But more than that watch the videos. Because I've got, what has it got now? 60 million views. Each video is over 100,000 views. Some go 2, 3, 400, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million views. So I know there's more people watching than just the subscriber count. The subscriber thing is a bit of a myth. It's a bit of a hoax on YouTube because a lot of these larger channels with 1 million subscribers, they're invalid traffic. They're not real subscribers. It's fake. They're not really subscribers. Hundreds of thousands of them are fake. Or they either don't watch or they're bots. But YouTube is rife with that problem. The most important thing as a creator on YouTube is not subscriber count. It's views and average view duration, watch time. You want that as high as possible, both of those. Does having a high subscriber base help with that? Probably at some point, yes, but it's not a guarantee. You'll see a lot of million-plus channels out there that just fail, that have got hardly any views. And they're still pushing out content, but just don't seem to have many views. So it just shows. So, I got off on a complete tangent there. But anyway, get a camera, talk to it, pretend you've got an audience there, and spill your guts. Talk about everything. Make a list of things to talk about and do it regularly. Spill your guts and then watch it. Watch yourself and get better at it. You don't have to show anybody else. It's just watching yourself, just for you. If you want to show someone else, your partner, your kids, friends, your best mate, I don't know. Maybe it would help. Maybe it's therapeutic. Maybe there's things you say in there that you wanted to say directly to someone, your partner or whatever, but you just couldn't bring yourself to do it. And you say, can you please watch this? And let me know what you think. Just give it a go. But I find that the camera is very therapeutic. I know that I'm talking to so many people, and for me, that's great therapy. And I do spill my guts out to you, and I wear my emotion on my sleeve. I do. Do I get upset easily about things? Do I sometimes cry? Yeah, of course I do. I'm actually a sensitive guy. I might be a bit alpha because I was an investment banker, but I'm a sensitive guy. And, you know, things like my family, my dogs, yeah, it affects me greatly, especially what happened with Brucey. That really affected me and still does. I still can't really talk about it properly without welling up. But, you know, that's just me. So give it a go. So, sad news. Really, really sad news. Apart from me letting my cigar go out, which is criminal news, I can't believe I almost burnt the table down and burnt my cigar box. Wow. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that footage to see if you can even see it. You'll have to let me know if you saw it before I said anything that the flame was still on. I let go of the button, but there's a little catch here and that must have caught. So the flame stayed on. But if you saw it, then, hey, leave a comment and say, yep, you saw it and you were shouting at me. Because I'm sure you were. I'm sure there was some out there going, Tony, it's still a light. People scream at the TV when I do these, when things are going wrong, they really do. It's on, look. See, you have to press that button. I can't believe it did that. Oh well. No harm done. Tell you what, I'm loving this spot. I can see a good, I'd say 600 meters straight out to the bush the other side and the mountains. I can see the river, the stream. What a spot. What a beautiful spot. Just spectacular. And it's just stopping most of the wind. I can barely feel a breeze. I tell you what though, I can smell a deer. I can smell a stag. Just now. So the wind is blowing this way. And this place will be crawling with deer, I'm sure. And there'll be stags around. Stags are really stinky. They pee on themselves. What will be interesting is if he detects the smell. I don't think he's ever smelt deer before, but I'm a hunter. I've got a great sense of smell because I've got a very big nose. And I smell them a mile off. If there was any deer that way, they're gone already because of all these smells. My cigar smoke, my fire, me, everything is all traveling down there. But anything up there, all they'll be relying on is the vision. They won't smell me at all. And sound. I can definitely smell one. Oh well. If one pops out, I'll let you know. But I doubt it very much. Because they're going to see the lights. As soon as they get close enough, if there is one there. Which there probably is, maybe 200 meters away. If there is, they'll see the light. They won't come anywhere near. I did a camp once on the top of a mountain, on the tops. And the stag was roaring at me. From about 300, 200, no, actually 200 meters away. It's pitch black. I had a little fire going. So having my drink, it was just roaring at me. And I had Brucey with me, and he was quite excited by it, but he stayed by my side. Pitch black, couldn't see it. But he was right there. They are flipping pretty fearless when they don't know it's a human. All right, what was I talking about? Oh, sad news. Sorry. Ugh. Well, you probably all know what I'm going to talk about here. Matthew Perry. Matthew Perry. I'm gutted. Not surprised, but gutted. He seemed like a lovely guy. Lovely guy. Very selfless. He was incredibly funny. Oh, I've got to move Bruno's bed out of this lake. There you go. He was incredibly funny. I think he was the funniest one on Friends. I grew up with Friends. I loved Friends. I've seen the whole thing, oh, I don't know, 10 times, 15 times, so many times. It's crazy. I just love it. I loved it. It's a great show. It's got so much in it. And Matthew Perry's character, Chandler, was hilarious. Could he be any funnier? Such a great show, such a great guy. So many demons. Got hooked on Vicodin through no fault of his own because of a crash. Was it a crash? I think it was a crash. Became an alcoholic. I think he went into rehab 12, 15 times. I can't remember. A lot. A lot. Might have even been 20. I don't know. A lot of times. He looked awful. He gained so much weight. He just looked terrible towards the end. But he spent his time helping others that had addictions. And from the autopsy, from what I saw, there was nothing in his system at all. Nothing. He was clean. I think he just had a cardiac arrest and drowned. But I think the official autopsy results haven't come out yet, so we'll have to wait and see. But I'm gutted. I really am. Really am. It's the world lost a very funny, caring guy. So young. So young. So, to Matthew Perry, who's been tormented his whole life, rest in peace, Matthew Perry. You will be sorely missed. Finally, last thing, TV or movies. What have I been watching? Well, you know what? Anne has been away a couple of times now. She was doing advanced yoga instruction. She's a yoga teacher. And she was doing something about yoga a week ago. And then these last few days, she's been running her yoga retreat. She has her own yoga retreat that she organizes. She does all the work for. She books everything, does all the marketing for it. And she doesn't teach at the yoga retreat. She brings in top yogis to do all the instruction, and brings in a vegan chef, our friend Damien. Bloody good chef, really good chef, and he makes the most amazing vegan food. It tastes fantastic. And I know I'm a carnivore, but you got to hand it to Damien. Wow, knocks it out of the park every time. So he comes in and helps her and does all the preparation and makes all the food, does all the chefing for the entire retreat. And brings in the yogi, brings in sometimes meditation experts. Like this time, she's brought in someone who's staying with us at our house, Shivani, who is the yoga instructor, and Diego, who does his, not therapy sessions, but just sessions on mindfulness, I think. So they've been staying with us. But last few days, they've all been gone to this retreat out in the middle of the Marlborough Sounds. Beautiful venue. So it's just been me and Bruno. And I have been an absolute vegetable. And I've decided to binge watch a whole load of Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. I watched the whole lot. and I loved it. Watching it again, so I watched Lord of the Rings first, all of it, and then The Hobbit, all of it. And you know what? Those are fantastic movies. Fantastic movies. And I've got to say, Lord of the Rings just, wow. You know, it's got so many highs and lows, messages, the special effects, Gollum. It's all good. Then The Hobbit came along. Is it as good as Lord of the Rings? No. But it's still really good. And it's just great entertainment. Great entertainment. I love that. It's you know, that's one of the reasons why Top Gun Maverick did so well in the box office, because there was none of this, I don't know, softly, PC correct wokeism about it. There was no message, just fun, entertainment. People love that. People love just being entertained. The second you put any messaging in there, yeah, it usually flops or it doesn't do that well, or won't be rewatched, or won't have as broad an audience as you thought it would. Just clean fun. And that's what Lord of the Rings is, and that's what The Hobbit is. I thoroughly recommend them. If you haven't seen Lord of the Rings, oh, please go and watch it. The movie, I'm not talking about that awful flipping TV show that was on Amazon, I couldn't watch. No, I'm talking about the actual movies. And they were all filmed. The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings was filmed in New Zealand. All around this area, all around the South Island, some on the North Island. So Hobbiton, you can go and visit. It's a bit of a touristy thing though. I mean, you're in and out. But that's in the North Island, near where my brother lives actually, near Hamilton, in North Island of New Zealand. But I love it. I love it. And some of it was filmed very near to where I live. And we saw some of the filming going on there for The Hobbit. But great movies, great movies. Please go watch them. They were fantastic. Learn more about New Zealand. It's a beautiful place. Look at what I show you. This is stunning. And there's nobody here. What day is this today? It's a Sunday. It's a Sunday evening. You saw it earlier. There's nobody around. No one. I've got the whole place to myself. Thousands and thousands and thousands of acres to myself. Just me, nature, the odd deer I'm sure I'll see. Yeah, it's awesome. I love New Zealand. It's one of the best places on earth. It really is. It's got a lot going for it. You must come and visit, and particularly visit the South Island. It's staggeringly beautiful. And one of the best ways to see it is actually in a camper van. I'm loath to say it because the tourists in camper vans are a nightmare on the roads. They drive so slowly because they're looking at the view and they get in your way. But tourism is a massive thing for the New Zealand economy, and it really does need it. All right, everybody, that was cigar time. I hope you enjoyed it. He is tired, he really is. I could let him off the lead for a bit of a run, but he's been at it for hours. I don't like to tie him up, I really don't, but he's still a puppy. He's only a year old. I would have done the same thing with Bruce at his age. And in fact, I used to. It wasn't until Bruce really, I could start trusting him when he was older, more mature, and I could trust him. He knew the routine, he wouldn't go far, and he'd stick nearby and I could see his light. But with him, I don't know what he's gonna do. So much of this is new to him. So he just bombs off, and then he could get in trouble and I won't be able to find him. Sometimes he disappears at home. We have to go looking for him. You just, honestly, turn your back for 10 minutes and he's gone. Chasing a rabbit, gets a scent of something, and there's smells everywhere here. So I don't want to go looking for him in the middle of the night trying to find him and being worried. So that's why. All right, everybody, thanks so much for coming along on this one. We've still got to deal with bedtime and where I'm going to sleep. I'm sure so many of you fast forwarded just to see what it is and then came back. So you probably already know, a lot of you. But maybe some of you just like the surprise, don't like to know in advance. So either way, I'll bring you back at bedtime when we're ready to hit the sack. And it's going to be an interesting night, hopefully a comfortable night. I don't know. I'm not that confident, but I'll bring you back. Thanks again for coming, everybody. Catch you later. Okay, welcome back everybody. Oh, it's late. It's almost midnight. I've just been sitting here. I put more logs on the fire that I have with me. Oh, that just kicked off so much heat. It was lovely. I've still got a couple of these things left. I won't need them. So I've pretty much put everything away. I'm gonna leave... I might leave this open tonight because it doesn't really matter. Oh, we'll see. I might close it and then put this back inside. Right, so it's bedtime. So where am I sleeping? Well, I've got a contraption. And bear with me. Oops. I'm making a mess. Hold on. You know, you're in the way. Okay, here we go. And it is this. It's a bed, a camp bed, made specifically for a car. Now, I got this thing on AliExpress, and what it does is it goes across the front seat and the back seat. So let me show you how it works. Right, so what we need to do is, I've got my camera bag here, blocking everything, but we should still have room. Okay, so you move the front seat forward, you recline it, so it's passenger side, don't forget. It's a right-hand drive car. Now you can actually take the headrest off, but I think it works without having to do that. So the reason this is for a car specifically is it's so small it just fits in. Okay, so you open one leg. Hold on. Oh, Don't open it until you put it in. Okay, here we go. So you open a leg, open the other leg. Like so. Until it's stable. And then you fold it out. And fold it out the other end. Now, for my particular truck, I have to slide this quite a way forward. Come on, there we go. Okay. Now it does fit because I've tested it. So I just need to fine tune it a bit. And then it will sit in here and I will have, oops, probably the worst night's sleep I've ever had. We'll see. I should have folded the back seat down as well, which you can do in the Ranger. I'm just too lazy to do it. I'll work it out. Right, what I will do is I'll set this up and I'll bring you back. I've got the Zen Bivy. I'm going to put that on there as well and I'll bring you back when I've got it all set up. It's all done. You can see bed set up, standing on the legs. It's all set up inside. I've got my pillow, everything else. Obviously not a lot of headroom, but there's enough to lie down in. So that goes the full length, and then Bruno will sleep next to me on the bed at the back there. All right, I'll bring you back when I've got into bed. I've got to get out of all this stuff and get into bed, so I'll bring you back. Welcome back, everybody. Well, you missed that because I didn't film it, but clambering in here, getting out of my clothes and clambering in here from the driver's side was quite difficult, I think. But it's still easier than getting in from the passenger side. So I'm in bed, and I tell you what, doesn't feel bad actually. Got my pillow. I could probably do with another foot of space. I'm quite close to the ceiling, but that doesn't matter. I've got Bruno down by my side. Hey Bruno, Bruno, Bruno. Yeah, he's not cooperating. It's gonna get hot in here. I've got the windows down just a bit. Where are you, Bruno? What are you doing? Bruno, what's this? Come here. Hello, puppy. He immediately tried to get into my bed. He's so naughty. Right. Well, yeah, I've got a lantern up here. This is going to be interesting. I don't know. I don't know. It feels comfy, to be honest, and I haven't blown the mattress up at all. So we'll see. He's used to sleeping in here. He's on his sheepskin rugs down here. He's got loads of room. So he's happy. He's slept in here so many times, haven't you? But he has to put his head on my bed. He does this at home. His head is on my bed. But he jumps up, when it's bedtime, he jumps up onto our bed anyway. And he lies in between me and Anne. He doesn't stay there. He wishes he could. But look at him. Bruno. Oh, grumble, grumble. What? Is it bedtime? He's so clingy. He's so loving, honestly. Right, everyone. So my feet are touching the windscreen just, I think, almost. I can actually slide up a bit. I'm not all the way back here. Okay, now I am. Could probably do with removing these rear headrests. But we'll see. I'll sort of fine tune it later. But yeah, so this is it. This is bedtime. Bet you weren't expecting this. Anyway, I will, unless something major happens in the night, I don't think it will, I'll bring you back in the morning. Thanks for coming on this one, everyone. This is interesting, and it's baking hot in here. But no tent. It's a first. All right, everybody. See you in the morning. Night, Bruno. Night night. Say night night. Alright. Night everybody. See you in the morning. Morning, Bruno. Morning. Morning, everybody. Hello. Hello, my lovely. Oh, this really works. Yeah. There's not much room. Well, I slept. Let's put it like that. Oh my God, Bruno, off. There's not enough room. Bruno, oh my God. Oh, he's got to. He's got to lie on me. He has to. There you go. Good boy. You see that? Lying straight on me. Oh, Bruno. Hello, my lovely. He can't help himself. He's so excited. Yeah, I slept quite well at one point. I'm just a bit too tall for this setup. I think if I folded this back seat down, then I'd have enough room. But I'm 6 foot, so it wouldn't work for anyone taller than that, just because your feet would be touching the windscreen. But pretty comfy, to be honest. I was warm as well. It's flipping freezing. I can't see outside because we've misted up a bit on that side, but outside here I can. And it's cold, and I've got to get up, and I'm not going to have a fire because we're not going to be up for long. So I've just got to put all my gear on and warm up and have a hot drink. So I've got to get up and put all my clothes on, which will be a bit of a rigmarole. I might have to stand outside and do it because getting dressed, nightmare. Getting undressed was a nightmare, so getting dressed would be a bigger nightmare. So I'll bring you back for coffee and breakfast. Coffee and breakfast. What do you think, Bruno? No, my lovely. Right. See you in a bit. Ooh, right. Well, I definitely wouldn't recommend that for anyone that needs to get up and pee. Hey. Why are you jumping? Oh, it's because I've started talking to the camera. Look at my little bed, though. It was kind of cool. Let me just turn this around. Hang on. That was kind of cool. You see? Bruno slept here next to me. You can see the stand under there. And look, it pretty much fits. If I'd folded this back seat down, then I could have pushed it further back. I think that would have worked. Yeah, headrest got in the way. But look at what is above us. Hang on. Let me show you up there. I don't know if the camera will make that out, but it snowed last night down to about, I think 11, that's about 1,100 meters. Yeah. 1,100 meters, and we're at, it's just 600 and something meters, but there's snow all around us. And I mean, the tops are covered in snow up there, those mountain tops. So there was nothing there yesterday. Wow, it's cold. Very cold. What do you think, Bruno? Did you have fun sleeping next to Daddy? I know you did. Because I got a kiss in the middle of the night, didn't I? Out of nowhere. Yes. I was fast asleep and felt this warm sensation lick my ear. Couldn't help himself. Bless him. Oh, chilly. Okay. Oh, he's full of beans, full of energy. Oh, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. Oh, and so just as we went to bed, about 5 minutes after going to bed and turning the light out, a massive stomping in just right next to the truck, in the trees. There's a stag. I could hear the antlers hit the trees. Oh, it was loud. He obviously didn't know we were here, and it must have got the fright of his life as he came closer and then realized I was there, and then I heard him disappear. So that would have been funny if he'd come right into camp, but he was right there just next to the truck on the other side of the trees. Just didn't know we were here because it was pitch black and the wind was blowing down the other way, so just didn't know. So I thought we might see a deer. Well, I didn't see it, but I heard him. Oh, cool. Look at this. How beautiful is this? He's such a good boy. It's not freezing as in -1 though. Oh, there's more snow up there. Look, let me show you. More snow up there. It's a cold wind. Yeah, it's not 0 degrees, so it's not frozen down here, but it's a chilly wind. But I come into my little nook here, and it shouldn't be as windy. Right, I need to get the big camera out. And I need to get a coffee on urgently. Oh, and it rained pretty much all night. All night. Nightmare. Whoa. Oh, that almost got me. Almost got me. There's just a tiny bit of pooling there. Let's go around and sort this out. Okay, right, bring him back for coffee. Right, coffee time. I am desperate. Desperate for a cup of coffee. Oh. I tell you what, that was actually better than I thought it was going to be. My only concern was actually fitting. Right, I need more water. I'm not looking forward to putting all this bedding away. Mind out, Bruno. Yeah, putting all the bedding away, rolling up the Zen bivvy. I think that's going to be a bit of a nightmare. Can you actually see me? I'm just checking to see if you can, because I might be a bit blurry. No, I think you're okay. So is it usable? Yes, you can do it with one of those in a car or in a truck. I'd say maybe even in a normal car you've got a bit more room. Woo, okay. Oh, I need this. When I heard that stag though, I just thought, oh my god, I wonder if there are any tracks, prints in there. I might have to go and have a look later and see. Although we've got to head off into town because I've got to go do my my doctor's appointment. So maybe I won't. So I've emptied the fire pit already into the, there was a fire pit behind the camera, so I've emptied everything into there because it was still quite hot. So I put it in there just to let this all cool down so I can pack it away. But first of all, I just need to sit, have my coffee, and then we can talk about doing some breakfast. Although I am so full from those ribs. They were huge. I just feel like I'm completely meated out. I don't know. We'll see after I've had my coffee how I feel. What a setup. See, if I was in a little camper van, like I said last night, I wouldn't even have to come outside. But then, is that camping? I think it is. I think it's still camping. So I definitely want to hear from everybody about the camper van. Okay, I can't find anything. I'll have to use this spoon. Now usually you would steep this for quite a while, but I'm in too much of a hurry to have my coffee. Oh, coffee time, right, let's drink. I'm gonna sit out here and have my coffee. And look out at the geese, the ducks, the swans. Ah, you there, Bruno? Oh, now I can't tell if you can see me. I'm not sure. Let me do that. Let me move the camera around a bit. How's that? You can see me? Hello, my Bruno. Oh. Up, Bruno, down, down, down. You're so clingy. All right, Bruno, enough, enough. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for coming again. I hope you're enjoying this. I hope you can hear me and everything. Okay, enough, Bruno. Being a pest. Go on, enough. He just wants his bee. But we'll give it to him soon. Wow, it is so beautiful here. It really is. I'd love to wild camp on the other side of the river with a view straight down the river. But the sandflies would be a bit of a problem. But you know, I'd have to do it on a really, really cold day when you wouldn't see any sandflies. All right, everyone, I'm gonna have my coffee and I'll bring you back for breakfast. Welcome back, everybody. Whew. Well, about breakfast, I've decided I'm so full from last night. I really am. I can't stand the thought of eating anything at the moment because it's quite early as well. But what I was going to do, which I might have to do next time, I had some Iraqi hot smoked salmon, pardon me. I had a whole load of eggs, free-range eggs. Got a backup rack of lamb. It wasn't for breakfast. And I got some 3-year-old aged cheddar. And I got some really good, beautiful cream. So I was going to do scrambled eggs and salmon for breakfast. But I'm so full. So all I'm going to have actually is just cream in my coffee. I'm going to have another coffee. But the thought of eating right now, you know when you're just so full from the night before and you're just like, no. And it is early. It's about 6:30, something like that. So no, definitely I can't be bothered to eat. So another coffee instead with cream will have me covered. I think that's the sensible option, just because, let me move you, just because I'm so stuffed. It's not a nice feeling being this full. That was a lot of meat last night. I could have put some Tabasco on it, but it just tasted so good by itself. And I wanted to taste the beef properly. Oh, this setup just makes everything so easy, especially this electric kettle. But the lighting, everything, the convenience. I can't even imagine what it's like having a camper van. You don't have to go outside at all. Probably a bit lazy though, isn't it? Hello, Bruno. He's really hassling me for his breakfast. So I'm going to have to give it to him now. Because I've said the word breakfast so many times now, it's driving him crazy. Okay. So, yeah, usually I just have black coffee, but with the carnivore diet I'm doing, I can have cream. I could also put butter in and make a bulletproof coffee, but it's pretty gross. Just a globule of cream. That'll give me some calories. Okay. I might have this here though. Ah, Bruno's sitting nicely waiting for his breakfast. Okay, Bruno, you can have your breakfast. He's desperate. Ah. Yeah, I can't explain this new food. It's from Ziwi. It smells lovely, but look at this. I don't know how close I can get that, but it's real pieces of lamb. And it's, I can't remember the process they use. Is it freeze drying? I don't know. I'm not sure. But it's so dense, it's so energy rich compared to normal dog food. There's no carbs or any nonsense fillers in this. It's really pure. That's it. Good boy. Go on then. He's such a good boy. Oh. Coffee and cream. When I was in the States, I mean, I used to go to the States all the time, but when I was in the States on holiday earlier this year, yeah, cream with coffee. It's quite common. Not milk, cream. It's an acquired taste, but it will just give me that energy hit without all that egg and salmon and stuff. Alright everyone, I have this one. I'm going to sit for a minute and then I'll bring you back for packing down, which basically is just putting the bed away and putting the awning away. Not so bad. No wet tent to deal with, just the awning which stays on the outside. Thanks everyone. Right, welcome back everybody. Right, I think it's time to pack everything away. Usually I fast forward this, but I think this time I just want to show you how long it's going to take, because I've still got a fair amount of gear. So if someone wants to time it, go for it. But just remember, it would probably be a lot longer with a tent. And when I'm car camping, I like to take a big tent. These lights were cool that I got off Amazon. They were really nice, I have to say. They were pretty handy with the spotlight and the difference. They're just some generic Chinese lamps. I'll put them on my Amazon page so you can find them. Amazon page link is in the description. Right, so putting everything away. Bruno's licking the cob. That meal last night was fantastic, I have to say. So, not that I really want to bring it up, but I get asked all the time, what do you do when you have to do number twos and you're out in the woods? Well, use your imagination. You dig a hole. And I just did. And you just do it. You just dig a hole. It's not a big deal. And I have my toilet paper, I've got hand sanitizer, and obviously I can wash my hands here. But it is what it is. Dig a hole, everything will be fine. It's quite a liberating experience. I can't believe I almost set light to my table and my my cigar holder, my humidor. Look at this. Let me show you. Last night, that's the scorch mark. So I've already burnt my new Zempire table. Hey Zempire, I love the table, but why stick these sticky pieces of paper on that will not come off? I hate that. It just, either make it plastic so it just peels off like vinyl, or just don't stick anything on here, because now it's ruined, look. I'm gonna have to scrub that off or use a heat gun. This is silly. The rest of the table is flipping awesome. It's got height adjustable legs. It's a great size. Exactly what I wanted. The sticker, dumb. Get rid of it, Zempire. Don't put stickers on anymore. There you go. I had to rant about something. I'm going to rant about stickers. I'll never understand why companies do that. Why they use cheap paper instead of some sort of vinyl. Look how easy this is. And that's it. My table with my burn mark on it. Right. Now I do have a bag for it, but I can't be bothered. Because everything's got to come out and dry anyway. Let's put the cob away. The bit I'm not looking forward to is wrapping up that Zen bivvy. Because it's quite big, it's quite a faff. But it's so comfy. I think it's called the Zen Bivvy Moto Bed. It's for car camping. It's not for wild camping. And I didn't even inflate it last night. Didn't inflate the mattress. Okay, let's get this in. The cob did a great job. Okay, pillow, everything's got to go out and be washed and aired when I get home anyway. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I could bring it out here, but then it's going to get really wet. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Okay, actually, no, it worked fine. It's got a built-in strap, so you can't lose the strap. There you go. Actually, that was easy. I don't know. Maybe because I didn't inflate it or anything. And that's it. It's my Zen Baby all in one. So it's I think this is good down to, is it 30 or 20 degrees Fahrenheit? Maybe 30. With the foam mattress and everything. It's very warm. That also comes with a bag, but I'm just too lazy to put it in there. And my cot. This was brilliant, I have to say. Because it's so small, it will fit in any car. It really will. And this is, again, I'll put a link to it. I think I got this on Temu. But look at that, that's so convenient. And you could use it outside. I mean, you couldn't use it as a chair or anything, but you could use it on the ground. It's short. It's only 1.65, but that's so that it can fit in pretty much any car. So your feet will overhang. But if you've got a decent mattress, none of that matters. Okay, so for washing up, here's a quick tip. I've got a spray bottle with, in here is water and washing up liquid all mixed together. So you just spray. Oops. Oh, now I've got to wipe the lens. Oh, it's one thing after another. What did I do that for? Oh, here we go. So yeah, you just spray your plates. Excuse me, sorry. Okay, you spray your plates, your cups, wipe them out. It's all good, and you use a lot less water because of it. So if it had been really, really cold, I had some spare sleeping pads that I could have rolled out underneath as well. But in fact, I used them just to prop everything up a bit. Look at that, that's it. No tent. How easy was that? And everything's returned back to normal in here. We'll air it out. To get my lights. Always have the lights. So. Okay. Next thing is fire pit. This Snow Peak fire pit and grill, one of the best things I've ever bought. No regrets, none at all. It's a great system. That Winterwell thing that I used to use, that's rubbish compared to this. Just Japanese quality. Whereas Winterwell is not Japanese. Their website is very deceiving, but it's not Japanese. It's heavy. But this drawer can take one hell of a load. And it's a great prep surface. I'm undercover, got all this space. So if you're interested in this canopy, they actually ship them worldwide. M2 Overland in New Zealand. They're on the North Island in Napier. And yeah, you can get these. You can order it online. They talk to you, do your fitting, everything else, exact truck spec, and then they'll send it to you. And they definitely send to Australia. But it's a quality item, I love it. It's so flexible. Some of them, everything is welded. Inside, all the panels are welded, everything. Yeah, that's great, that's really strong, but they always come with warnings. If they crack, bring it back and we'll fix it. But you don't want to do that. And also it means that once you've welded it, you can't move anything. Where these guys use rivets, so you can move things around. It's still welded structure on the outside, but all the panels inside are rivets, so you can move it around. So M2 Overland, honestly, can't recommend it enough. Right, chair. These are these spare fire logs, sort of Samba fire log things that I used last night. They really kept me warm in the end. I get a lot of questions about the chair. It's a click high back or something, I don't know. It's the high back version anyway. Again, everything comes with bags. I just can't be bothered. When I pack down, sometimes, because I've got to take everything out and dry it, I can never be bothered to put it all back in. Oops. Yeah, pretty easy. Cup holder, it's one of the best cup holders of any chair I've had, and it can go on either side, which is great if you're sitting by a fire. And that's it. Okay, Bruno's wet bed can go on the floor in here. So I always carry spare food for Bruno in here, just all the time. These things are cool. These are dog water bowls for cars. So they've got a lip and they're at an angle, so you can put it on the back seat and the water doesn't go anywhere. Okay, so what I'll do is, let's put the awning away, and I'll put the Starlink down last of all. I always do the Starlink last because I have to message Anne to say I'm on my way. Talking about that toilet thing again, I do have a cassette toilet that I can fit in here. So, you know, I could use that instead. It's just so easy. Just going in the, doing your business elsewhere. Right. Now, it's going to get a bit wet, so what I'll do is, I think water's going to go everywhere when I do this. So I'm just going to close everything when I do the tarp. So the water doesn't go inside. Those lights, they turn off when you close it. And also there's a sensor in each door. So if I leave a door open or it's not locked, then a buzzer goes off, a siren goes off in the cockpit, in the car, so I can hear that one of the doors is open. Okay, so first we're going to do is get all the pegs out and the guy lines. So let's do that. Bruno's dug a massive hole. He loves digging holes. Again, I use specific pegs, tent stakes, that I got on AliExpress. I can't remember what they're called, bear stakes. They're huge. I think they're 12 inches. Size does matter. And I use a Coleman hammer with a handle, but also this pulley bit at the end to pull stakes out. Very good. The plastic ones just don't work. One more. Okay, next we put the poles away. I like this Darchi awning, but I don't like the pole system. The one that came with my last one, my Iron Man awning, was much better. But I didn't like that tarp as much, and it wasn't as big as this. Awning, I mean, not tarp. Okay, now I'm thinking of trying to do this with the guy lines attached. Maybe not. It'll be messy. It'll make it harder. All right. Now something that I do need, because this is over 7 foot up in the air and you can't get to the back of it, I have to use my step ladder. It's embarrassing, but this is a very, very high truck and a very, very high setup. You try it. You could try and stand on the tire and do it, but it's a hell of a lot easier with a step ladder. So let's go get it. Step ladder, awesome. Okay. Right, next I need to release the straps, and all the water's going to come flooding off it that's on here. So let's do the other side first. Hey Bruno. let's do the front. How much water came off? Whew, okay, fingers are now completely numb. So this is the worst bit, packing down the awning. Try and get as much of this water out as possible. You're still going to open it up when you get home though and let it dry out. So remember that if you're going to fit one of these and you've got something like on-street parking, you don't have private parking, or the ability to open this thing up to dry it when you get home, just remember that's going to be a problem. Just like buying a massive tent and you haven't got a big garden to dry it out in. Big problem. Because these things hold a lot of water. And I might even recoat this DWR treatment on here so it flows better. But still, this is pretty good though. Right, I can't remember which way it goes in. I think this folds in first and then all of this. Yeah. Okay. So this is where it's a bit of a pain. And why the ladder makes life so much better. Because you've got to lift all of this stuff out of the way. See, there's a lot to it. It's a big old unit. So the secret to packing these things up is loosely, not really tight. If you fold this up tight, it won't go. So just fold it up loosely. And then everything will fit, because you can compress it. Now imagine me trying to do this standing on the floor without the extra 1.5 feet of this. It'd be impossible. I think you'd have to be 6'5" to be able to reach this. 6'6". Plus, having the step ladder is actually handy for getting on the roof if you ever need to put anything up here. And if you want to go and chop some limbs off trees, dead trees, makes it much easier. Can't feel my fingers. That was easy. Come on. With my Iron Man awning, I struggled to get that thing packed away. This? So much easier. The bag just fits. The Iron Man one was almost impossible to pack away properly. Right, I just need to put the step ladder away and then put the Starlink away. Oh, it's raining. Just started to rain. Oh, that'll do. I've got to dry it when I get home anyway. Right, just need to put the pegs away. Oh, and I've got to put the Starlink away. I had a thermometer outside, so it's 6 degrees centigrade. That's not bad. What is that? Just under 44, so it's like 40 Fahrenheit basically, because the sun's out, so it's warmed it up a bit. But it was less than that earlier. It's definitely warmed up just a tad. Alright, pegs in the hammer and guy lines. So again, all of that has to come out anyway when I get home. All the pegs, all the guy lines have to come out and be dried. Basically, every single thing has to come out and be dried at home. Okay, I'm going to pack away the Starlink and I'll bring you back. Whew, okay. It's made me hot. Oh. Keys, don't forget your keys. This is where these trousers come into their own. So see, my jeans will be bone dry. No matter how grim it is, and it was grim yesterday, it was pelting down, going back and forth to the camera. If I'd been wearing jeans that had got soaked, also I'd have frozen. But bone dry. Normal shoes on. And these Solomons that I use, these XA Pros, they're so comfy and they're waterproof. Right, boots away. Okay, just need to find Bruno. There he is. Hey! Popped out from behind the camera. Oh, it's starting to rain again. Okay, Bruno, let's go home. Come on, up, up. Come on, here. Ah, no, not that one. Here, in here. Come on, up, up. Good boy. All right, everyone, bring you back from inside the truck. Okay. We're in the truck. We're looking good. I don't know where Bruno is. Bruno, where are you? Hey Bruno, here, come on, hello. So I've got the gimbal running, so it looks like someone's filming me, but they're not. it's tracking my face. So it's going to take me a minute just to defrost the windscreen. I'll bring you back and I'll show you the drive out. And then we'll say our goodbyes. So I'll bring you back for the drive out. Okay, let's drive out. That's been a great campsite. Oh, we had a lot of rain. Oh, that's the stream, little stream here. Okay, and here we go. We're at the track to the main road. It's up there. I might have to put four-wheel drive in just because there's a lot of rocks up here and I don't want to wheel spin all the way up. All right, four-wheel drive. Oh yeah, bumpy. Okay. And that's it. And then there's the main road. All right, everyone. Thanks very much for coming. I hope you enjoyed that. I did. And I'm sure Bruno did. He had a great time. Didn't you, Bruno? Can you see him here? Just tucked in. I'll be driving along and he comes and nuzzles. Bruno, hey, what you doing? Thanks for coming. Thanks again to everyone who bought us treats on Buy Me a Coffee, all our members on Buy Me a Coffee, all our YouTube members, and all of our Patreon members, and the super thanks on the comments section. Thanks also for subscribing. Please subscribe. Please give it a thumbs up, a like. It means a big deal to us. And thanks for everyone who's bought merch. And also, just thank you for watching. It really means a lot to us. Please watch our old videos. I've got a playlist of old videos. I get a lot of questions about older videos and how do I see them, and I've got a playlist. You just have to find them, but there's over 100 videos now, and probably most of you haven't seen all of them, and some of them are really great. So thanks again. We will see you again next time. I'm off to get my ankle looked at now, fingers crossed, and we'll bring you back again soon for another installment of Camping with Tony and Bruno of AB Camping. Thanks everyone. Bring you back next time.